The number on the screen is $15,000. You have been staring at it for 11 minutes. It is a Tuesday in March. You are 28 years old. You are sitting at a kitchen table that costs $60 at a secondhand store, and you have just received the last payment from your grandmother's estate. $15,000. Sitting there, waiting. You do not know it yet, but this is the most important 11 minutes of your life. Your phone buzzes. Is Marcus. He bought a Porsche last month. Technically, the bank bought it, but Marcus drives it, so Marcus counts it as his. He is asking if you want to come out tonight. He says the word celebrate 3 times in one message. You put the phone face down on the table. You open a browser tab instead. The fund you are looking at is boring. It has the energy of a waiting room. For percent annual yield, paid quarterly, invested in dividend-paying companies that have existed longer than your parents have been alive. It does not promise to change your life. It does not have a YouTube channel. It does not have a founder who posts photos on a yacht. That is exactly why you are still reading. Here is what almost nobody knows about dividends. The payment is not the product. The payment is the raw material. The engine only starts when you never spend a single dollar of it, when every quarterly deposit goes directly back into buying more shares. The shares buy more shares. The shares pay more dividends. The dividends buy more shares. The machine does not need you to do anything. You move $15,000 into fund before midnight. You set reinvestment to automatic. You close the laptop. Marcus texts again at 11:45. You are already asleep. The first year, nothing happens that anyone would call a story. You earn $600 in dividends. All $600 go back in. Your balance is $15,642, which is not interesting at a dinner party. You do not mention it at dinner parties. You go to 2 that year, both at Marcus's apartment, both catered, both photographed for an audience Marcus has been building for 3 years. Marcus has 12,000 followers. Marcus has a negative net worth. These 2 facts exist comfortably together in public because nobody can see the second one. You do not have followers. You have a spreadsheet. At year 3, you are at $17,800. You add $500 every month from your salary, not because it is easy, but because you decided once and you do not redecide. The decision is already made. A co-worker named Priya asks you once why you bring lunch every day instead of going out with the team. You tell her the truth. You are running a machine, and the machine requires fuel. She looks at you for a moment. She says quietly that her parents did something like that she thought they were just cheap. You do not say anything. You eat your lunch. That silence contains more financial wisdom than everything Marcus has posted this year. At year 5, something shifts. Not in your life. In the math. Your balance is $31,400. But the number that matters is that your reinvested dividends are now buying enough additional shares to generate their own dividends. The interest has begun to interest. The machine is building a second machine inside itself. Most people never stay long enough to see this. They exit at year 2 because nothing visible happened at year 2. They call it a bad investment. They move the money into something that feels like momentum. Fast-moving things and compounding things are not the same category. You have just crossed a threshold most investors never reach. Not because it requires genius. Because it requires sitting very still while the world performs urgency at you. Marcus calls this year. He has a deal. A stock going public soon. 15% returns guaranteed. His guy confirmed it. Just move quickly. You listen. Then you say, when a return is guaranteed, the guarantee is what you should be afraid of. Marcus laughs. He thinks you are being cautious. But caution is not the point. 15% promised in advance is not a yield. It is a recruitment. You hang up and go to bed. You have just saved yourself from a trap that costs most people more than money. At year 10, your annual dividend payment, fully reinvested, is $2,760. That number will grow next year without you contributing anything new. The machine does not need you to do anything. Priya asks you at lunch if you ever feel like you are missing something. You know what she means. She means Marcus's apartment. She means the Range Rover someone from your team started driving in October. She means the group trip to Portugal that everyone posted about except you. You tell her, I feel it. But what I am feeling is not what I am missing. Is what I decided not to want yet. She writes that down on a napkin. Most people earn money and then decide what to do with it. You built a system where the decision was already made before the money arrived. The system is not secret. It has existed for decades. Anyone with a brokerage account could have used it. The reason almost nobody does is not access. It is patience, patience of a kind the modern world has specifically designed to feel like punishment. You are not patient because you are virtuous. You are patient because you understand what the machine is doing. That distinction is the one most people never make, and is the one that separates every outcome that follows. At year 14, Marcus sells the Porsche. He does not post about it. A mutual friend tells you, not with cruelty, that Marcus has been carrying debt for 9 years, that the fund he promoted collapsed, that his apartment is a lease he can no longer comfortably afford. Marcus still has 12,000 followers. Some of them are still asking for his next recommendation. Your balance is $138,000. You have not changed your lunch. At year 18, your quarterly dividend payment exceeds your monthly food budget. You are 46 years old. The number on the screen is $244,000. The annual dividend is $9,760. Every dollar has been buying more shares for 18 years. The number is now moving faster than your contributions can explain. The hardest year is year 20. Your company restructures. Your role is eliminated. You sit with it for a week. You look at the fund. $12,480, generated automatically, reinvested automatically, growing automatically while you sit at this table and feel the specific fear of a person who is no longer employed. The machine does not know you lost your job. The machine keeps running. You find a new position in 11 weeks. You never touch the fund. You decided once. You are not deciding again. This is when you are already winning. You do not know it yet because the balance is not yet what it will become, but the fear you just sat through without breaking. That fear is the proof. At year 46, you are 64 years old. The number on the screen is $1,982,000. You wait 3 more months for it to cross 2 million. Then you stop adding. The annual dividend is $80,000 and growing. You do not work for money the way you used to work for money. You call no one. There is no ceremony. You close the laptop and make coffee. Marcus is on his 3rd restructured loan and his 14th pivot. He still posts. The photos still look like winning. There are still people in the comments asking for the next hot tip. You have not posted about any of this. You never needed anyone to see the number. You needed the number to be real. It is a Tuesday evening. You are 64 years old. You are sitting at a kitchen table, the same one, still structurally sound, and the number on the screen is $2,014,000. You did not start with a fortune. You started with $15,000 and a decision made in 11 minutes at 28 years old to put the money somewhere boring, to never spend what it earned, to let it run while the world performed urgency at you for 4 decades. The machine did not need you to be exceptional. It needed you to leave it alone. You closed the laptop. You already ate.